I'm here on the streets of Santa Monica, California, because I'm on a mission to find some of the best healthy vegan street food. And one of my friends, Sam Udell, she has a food truck that just blows my mind every single time.
So delicious. A lot of herbs, fresh herbs. The bread is soft, but a little charred.
Thank you so much for joining me on my show today.
Thanks for coming to my trip.
All right, so I'm on this mission to find some comforting, healthy vegan food and some recipes. So I already know your truck's amazing, but the people at home might not. So I was wondering, can you tell me a little bit about your food truck and how would you describe your food?
Of course, you hit it right on the head. We are healthy comfort food, super nourishing. We are one of the only food trucks that I know that makes everything from scratch. Whole Sam, called Whole Sam for a very obvious reason, because wholesome food is what we do best.
All right, well, I am really excited to try out this food. I say let's go on board and let's cook a sandwich.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right.
Lost in, baby, I've been getting so lost in everything about you be flossing. Wanna be with you to the coffin. I'm lost.
All right, we are inside of the Whole Sam food truck. I got a little inside look at all the fresh ingredients that Sammy is working with. I got high hopes. I know that this is gonna be a good recipe. So can you talk me through what are we gonna be doing today?
Okay, so first I'm gonna teach you the marinade for the tofu. It's a very easy marinade. First, I'm going to chop some green onions.
Okay.
Toss the green onions into the soy sauce. And now I'm going to chop the cilantro.
Okay.
Add some lime juice, 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. We're going to grate the ginger into our marinade. A tablespoon.
About a tablespoon, all right.
So here's our tofu marinade. And as you can see, it was simple, it was quick. In fact, you should try it.
All right, I can see that. I love putting that on a tofu because tofu absorbs flavors really well. So I think that if we can coat the tofu in that, we're gonna get something that's gonna taste delicious. That's so good. All right, we're off to a good start today. We got our marinade already prepared. Tastes delicious. What do we gotta do next?
Okay, so next I'm going to teach you how to make our pickled carrots and daikon. It's really what brings the whole sandwich together. So what you'll need is a daikon and shredded carrots, which you can shred by hand or you can buy them shredded. And we're gonna peel this daikon. And then we're going to cut those into really skinny strips called julienne. Now we're going to add our vinegar, which makes it taste like pickles. So we have apple cider vinegar. We also have some coconut sugar. And then we're going to do a little bit of salt. And then we are going to give these pickles a nice massage.
All right, we're gonna get our hands dirty in the food truck. I like it.
I actually got you some gloves.
All right, cool.
Okay, so now we have our marinade and we have our carrots and daikon. And now we have our tofu, which I have already drained and cut for us.
Okay.
So to drain it, you just need to cut open the package, drain out the liquid, and pat it dry. If it's too liquidy, it won't get crispy. And for our sandwich, we need crispy tofu.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, so we're gonna use the fryer.
Okay.
But if you were making this recipe at home and you don't have a fryer, you can totally pan fry your tofu just with a little bit of olive oil in your pan and put your tofu right in the pan.
Okay, cool. All right, let's fry this up.
Okay.
Let's do it. One, we got two. We got 3 pieces of tofu.
Okay, we're gonna put it in the fryer.
Ooh, sizzle.
And
That sounds
it's
good.
really crispy.
All right, so I'm new to working on a food truck. What's the inside, or what's it like working on a wholesale food truck?
Okay, so you've already felt the tight quarters.
Yes, we can barely fit 2 hips in here, and we're skinny people over here.
It's important to love the people that you're working with,
Okay.
which I'm really lucky to have an amazing wholesome family. And I feel like these are the memories that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life.
Oh, yeah, just that grind and that passion at the same time. Like,
yesterday we served a university and we had 200, and I am not exaggerating, 200 people in line, and we were moving quickly. I mean, it is a grind.
oh, love it. Love the hard work. I've always admired Sammy's hustle and the hard work ever since I've seen her open up this food truck. It's something that a lot of people couldn't do, but it's something that I think was made for her because of her passion and how hard she works for it. So, love that you're serving the world with this stuff. This is great.
Thank you, Maria. I think our tofu is all crisped up.
All right, crispy tofu time. Yeah, let's check it out.
We are going to add some of our marinade that we made earlier. So, how about you make the sandwich?
All right,
I'll walk you through it?
love, yes, please.
Okay.
This is an honor.
So for our miso hungry sandwich, we use French bread. I love to get fresh bread. Bread is supposed to be made daily. And if you're using white bread at home, you know, that stuff sits on your shelves for weeks. And let's get it nice and crispy. Again, not everybody has a flat top at home, but you can do the exact same thing in a pan.
Okay, cool.
Now, if you want to take the bread over to the sandwich station.
We got sandwich station time. We gotta take a look at this sandwich station just like this. This is a thing of beauty right here.
So first, it's gonna start with our chipotle mayo that you have made for us.
I am very proud of this mayo right here.
And now we're going to do a thin layer of shredded cabbage. We're going to add a layer of cucumbers.
All right, layer of cucumbers.
Thin, right on top of the cabbage. Add a couple jalapenos, depending how spicy you like it.
All right, 2 or 3.
Yep. Now we need to add our herbs. We have mint and basil right here.
Okay.
Let's do like a thin layer. And then you can just add a little bit of cilantro, just another thin layer.
Okay.
And I like to put the carrots and the daikon on top because they're juicy, so it kind of locks that in. So
Oh yeah, then it's just gonna soak to the bottom. I like that. That's a good tip.
So now we need some of our tofu that you marinated.
All right.
You want to do a little squiggle of sriracha? Yes, perfect, awesome. Now we're going to close the sandwich.
Okay.
Perfecto, get it, yes. Slide that
Look
knife
at
out.
that.
Amazing. Now let's see what it looks like inside.
Oh
baby.
yes.
It's
Man.
dripping deliciousness.
Look at that sandwich right there.
Yep.
Whole Sam,
Are you
me
gonna try
so
it?
hungry Sam. Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
You can try it with
Okay.
me. All right.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
I feel
Yes.
nervous. I don't know why.
You've had this a million
I've
times.
had
All
it
right.
every day. All right.
Well, she said that this is the best sandwich I think in the world. You might have mentioned. All right.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be a big test. Let's give it a bite. Oh my gosh.
All over my face.
That's good. You know, this is a big sandwich. This is a nice offering. Like people who come to your food truck are lucky. That mayonnaise on the outside, the creaminess of it. The tofu's crunchy. It crunches really nice with the bread. Pickle cuts through the other flavors. Oh. Wow. You're really killing it on this food truck. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for joining me on my show, Trying Vegan with Mario.
Thanks for coming to my truck.
Oh yeah, stay tuned for more healthy, delicious vegan recipes. I'm just gonna keep eating this till it's gone. You are in
Great
good hands
addition.
in Trying Vegan with Mario.
Good.
Yes.
Avocado on everything.
Avocado. Oh, I love that.
We are going to be making making a tofu scramble.
Okay.
It's full of protein. You can add in a bunch of different veggies, so you can customize it however you like.
Love that.
It'll keep you full until lunchtime. And
okay, I love it. You gotta have
easy to
a tofu scramble. I'd imagine that this is kind of trying to replicate scrambled eggs, give it that eggy texture, something that a lot of us are very familiar for breakfast. You know, I certainly ate a lot of eggs growing up, but you know, some people, eggs might upset their stomach, or they're trying to cut eggs a little bit out of their diet. I'm excited to figure out how this tofu scramble tastes and see if this is a good replacement for scrambled eggs for breakfast.
It will be.
It will be.
It
All right.
will be. I'm
All right.
confident that you'll like it.
I trust you. I am very confident. I don't have a lot of experience with tofu, but let's dive in. What do we got to do?
One thing that I want to mention about tofu is just how it's really doesn't have much of a taste on its own.
Okay.
You know, so whatever you cook it in, it's going to take on that flavor. So if you want it to taste like eggs, it's easy to make it taste like eggs.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get into it then, and
right.
we'll start by cooking the onions. We'll toss them in. We'll cook these until they're, you know, softer and a bit translucent. Stir them around occasionally.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
So on my show, I'm trying to work my way into eating more plant-based foods. It's something that's a little bit new to me, and I just love getting everybody else's stories. So I was wondering if you could tell me, you know, how and why you decided to become vegan and start eating more plant-based foods.
As I learned more about the egg and dairy industry, I realized that that didn't ethically sit well with me either, so I decided to cut it out. Ever since then, I've been so much more experimental in the kitchen. I get so creative with the food that I am making for myself, and I'm more excited to be cooking as opposed to, you know, going out and picking up something from, you know, a restaurant.
Yeah, no, I love that. So for you, it was very much on, you know, treating animals right and having that respect for the environment.
Yeah.
know. I think that's great. It's something that as I've been diving into this, I've been seeing that there's kind of the environmental aspect where if we ate less meat, it'd be a lot better for the environment.
Exactly.
You know, it's just crazy the amount of food that it takes to maintain a cow over the lifespan. So there's that environmental aspect of it. And then it's also a little bit healthier because vegetables are very nutrient rich. And then the third reason is what you had mentioned. The way that we treat animals in some of these factory farms is just, it's kind of ridiculous. You know, it's something that happens behind the curtains, but we're starting to be exposed to it a little bit more. And that's one of the big reasons why I even wanted to have this show, was to learn more about how we can eat more sustainably and eat healthier.
Yeah, there's a million reasons to go vegan, and no matter what brings you to the lifestyle, you're still doing something super positive. So
Yeah.
I think that's important. Also, I'm noticing that these onions are looking real good.
All right,
so
I see
I'm
it.
gonna cut open this tofu.
Okay.
So tofu, when you open it up, you'll see that it's in a bunch of liquid. And you can press it, meaning you can like wrap it in towels and put something heavy on top.
Okay.
But I want this to be super easy, and pressing and drying tofu for 10 minutes doesn't really add to the simplicity, and I don't think it really takes away any flavor to skip that step altogether. So
Okay,
I'll
I love
take
it.
this to the sink, we'll drain it really quickly.
Excited to see what this extra firm tofu texture is like, because again, eggs have a very distinct texture, that scramble. It's white, it's kind of a white little brick right here.
And I will just wrap it in here, and we'll just press it for a little bit, but you just you don't need to take that whole 10 minutes.
Okay.
So just use your fingers,
Okay.
crumble it up, and it takes on that same kind of soft, but you know, soft but firm at the same time texture of eggs.
Okay.
What's cool about this is that the protein in tofu is also similar to that of eggs. So people eat eggs, I feel like, to get a nice dose of protein right in the morning. All of this has 40 grams of protein.
Wow.
40 grams.
Wow.
That's a lot of protein.
Jeez, that is a ton. All right, so we're just playing with it now. We're just having fun in the
Just
kitchen.
having fun.
All right, this is a great thing. I'd imagine if you cook with your kids, that you bring them in and you have them scramble the tofu, they're gonna build a stronger relationship with their food, and they might be a little bit more excited to try something new.
Yeah. And then we'll add the tomatoes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna also add a bit of salt.
Okay.
This is just really salt to taste.
Okay.
So there's no exact measurement. If you're watching your salt, you can take it out altogether. If you want it to have an even more eggy taste, you can add black salt, which has that sulfuric taste to it. We're not gonna do that this time because I wanted to show you a recipe that you can get the ingredients at your local grocery store.
Okay, yeah, super simple.
Black salt isn't really available at
No.
every grocery. Okay, I'm also gonna add in a bit of pepper. then next, we'll be adding some turmeric.
Okay, turmeric.
Because it gives that golden color that people are so used to with scrambled eggs. So all you really need is about a teaspoon in this recipe. But next up is my secret ingredient. This is what makes tofu scrambles so delicious. It is nutritional yeast.
Ooh.
Nutritional yeast is amazing. You can put it on top of pastas and it tastes like Parmesan, mix it into sauces, or put it in a scramble.
All right, yes.
This is a third of a cup of nutritional yeast.
Okay.
So then you're gonna add in a little bit of almond milk to absorb some of that powdery texture from the nutritional yeast, and also make the tofu scramble extra creamy. It's very delicious.
Yeah. All right.
So
she's starting to have me convinced. I think this tofu scramble might be the real deal.
I'll have everybody convinced by the end of this. I'm confident about that.
Something I love about almond milk is that almond is actually one of the highest protein nuts. So this is a dense, high protein breakfast. You know, this is like for an athlete getting to start their day.
Exactly.
I love that.
Keep you full. That's what I love about it.
You can be an athlete and eat your plant-based foods too.
So now it's time to add our last vegetable. We have fresh spinach here. And then just mix it in. It'll start to wilt. Spinach cooks really quickly, so you don't need to add it in too far ahead. So once this is in, it's done, and you'll be able to serve it and eat it.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's plate this up.
Let's plate it up. All right. Look at that. Teamwork.
Teamwork. There we go. Teamwork makes the tofu work.
Exactly.
I just want to take a note of when it falls and you kind of break it up, there is that cheesy crumble in there. It really does look like an authentic scramble. This is a confident portion right here. I'm gonna add some avocado.
Ooh,
Yes.
okay. I agree. No meal is complete without avocado, so I'm glad that you brought this
Okay,
up.
all right.
Yeah.
You are in
Great
good hands
addition.
in trying vegan with Mario.
Good.
Yes.
Avocado on everything.
Avocado, I love that, avocado on everything. Let's grab some salsa and add some salsa to this recipe. All right, I say let's dig into the tofu scramble. Let's try this out.
Okay, I'm excited to see what you think about
All
it.
right. First, I'm gonna kind of take a look at the texture. It breaks apart. I love it. Mmm. Wow.
You like it?
It does have that nice texture to it. The spinach, the vegetables. It kind of reminds me a little bit of an omelet as well.
Nutritional yeast adds a little cheesy flavor too.
Yeah. I think you really nailed it with this tofu scramble.
Did I? Yay.
Yeah.
I knew you would like it. I was confident from the moment I stepped in this kitchen.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a different thing. Tofu, when you first pull it out of the package, it's a little bit spongy. It has a different texture. It looks a little bit foreign, but scramble it up, add a little bit of turmeric to it, and it's an amazing way to start your day. And I'm sure there's so many other different uses you can have for tofu as well.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm gonna experiment with tofu a little bit more.
Good.
I hope you come back in my kitchen and teach me a few more recipes.
Oh, I will.
Thanks for watching this episode of Trying Vegan with Mario. Stay tuned for more delicious vegan recipes in all of my other episodes.
All right, let's dig in.
Let's do it, let's dig in. Amazing,
So good.
so good.
For the full recipes from this episode and all my other episodes, visit tryingveganwithmario.com. Thanks for watching.